Have you ever felt like you're constantly busy, but not actually getting anywhere? Like you're putting in all the effort, but not seeing the results? Well, in today's episode, I'm going to reveal the secret weapon that can turn that around: the power of routine. Stick with me, and you'll discover how small, consistent actions can lead to massive productivity gains. Did you know that nearly 40% of our actions each day are driven by habits, not conscious decisions? If you've ever felt like you're running on autopilot and not making the progress that you want, you're not alone. Today, we're diving into how harnessing the power of routine can supercharge your productivity and help you achieve your goals. This episode is for you if you've ever struggled with feeling overwhelmed by your to-do list, if you find it hard to stay focused throughout the day, or if you're seeking a way to create more structure and efficiency in your life. If you're aiming to boost your productivity and see real progress, this episode is exactly what you need. By the end of this episode, you'll understand how to create effective routines that support your goals. You'll learn strategies that I've used and use with my clients to maintain these routines and see how small, consistent actions can lead to significant personal and professional growth. You'll have all the information to gain clarity on what needs to be done to take focused action on your priorities and experience growth by mastering your daily habits. As the legendary motivational speaker Zig Ziglar once said, success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. This quote perfectly encapsulates the essence of today's topic. It's not about the grand gestures or occasional bursts of productivity, but the consistent, everyday actions that build the foundation for success. Routines create a framework that allows these small efforts to accumulate. They help us streamline our actions, conserve mental energy, and focus on what truly matters. When you establish strong routines, you set yourself up for success by making progress a natural part of your day. Today, we'll cover three main points. Point number one is identifying your key routines and understanding which routines have the biggest impact on your productivity. Point number two is building and maintaining effective routines. And we'll cover some strategies to create and stick to routines that support your goals. And then there's point number three, which is leveraging routines for growth. How to use routines to continually improve and achieve your long-term objectives. So let's go ahead and jump right into point number one, identifying your key routines. You might be asking yourself, what are key routines? These are the routines that, when consistently followed, will have the most significant impact on your productivity and success. So here's some actionable steps that I've used in my own life and I still use. Number one is reflect on your goals and your vision. Identify what you want to achieve and which activities will help you get there. Then number two, analyze your current habits. Look at how you currently spend your time and identify any patterns. Then number three is prioritize high impact activities. Focus on routines that align with your goals and eliminate those that don't. So here's some coaching questions that I want you to ponder on. What are your top three goals right now? Which of your current habits support these goals? What is one habit that you can change or add to better support your goals? So now that we've identified your key routines, let's move on to building and maintaining these routines effectively, which brings us to point number two, building and maintaining effective routines. Building and maintaining effective routines requires consistency and commitment. Here's how you can create routines that stick. Here are three actionable steps that I use to do this. Number one is start small. Begin with manageable changes to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Then number two is set clear triggers. Use specific cues to remind you when to perform your routines. And number three, track your progress. Keep a journal or use an app to monitor your routine and stay accountable. Here's some coaching questions for you to ponder on as it relates to this point. What is one small change you can make today to start a new routine? What triggers can you set to remind you of your routine? How will you track your progress and stay accountable? With your routines now in place, let's explore how you can leverage them for continuous growth, which brings us to point number 3, leveraging routines for growth. Leveraging routines for growth means using your established habits to push yourself further and achieve greater success. So here's some actionable steps to help you do just that. Number 1 is regularly review and adjust. Periodically assess your routines to ensure that they are still effective. Number 2 is set incremental goals. Use your routines to work towards progressively challenging goals. Then number 3 is celebrate your successes. Recognize and reward yourself for sticking to your routines and achieving milestones. Here's some coaching questions related to this final point. How often will you review your routines to ensure they're effective? What incremental goals can you set to keep challenging yourself? How will you celebrate your successes along the way? Now that we've covered how to leverage your routines for growth, let me share a personal story that I feel illustrates the power of routine. A few years ago, I was struggling to balance my coaching business with my personal commitments. I felt like I was constantly busy but not making meaningful progress. So I decided to establish a morning routine focused on my top priorities. Every morning, I decided that after my gym time, I dedicate the first hour to setting clear intentions for the day, then tracking or tackling my most important tasks. Over time, this routine became a cornerstone of my productivity. Not only did I start seeing better results in my business, but I also felt more in control and less stressed. This experience reinforced for me the incredible power of routine. So to summarize today's episode, identify your key routines that align with your goals. Build and maintain these routines with clear consistency and clear triggers. Leverage your routines for continuous growth and success. If you're ready to take your productivity to the next level, click the link in the description to coach with me. You can also join the Unstoppable email community. It's super free for tips and strategies to help you achieve your goals. Until next time, keep finding your path.